Hi learners, welcome to MwalimuPLUS live classes. I am Teacher Bernard and I'm going to take you through Science Grade 7. Remember, this is where we give the best knowledge. Today, we are going to talk about energy. And under energy, we are going to talk about simple electric circuit. But before we talk about that, let us review the previous lesson, which was about sources of current electricity. Let us look at the screen. I gave you a question and it is like this. Which one of the following is not a source of current electricity? Again, learners, which one of the following is not a source of current electricity? A. A ruler rubbed on the air. B. Geothermal generator. C. Solar energy. D. Car battery. So, learners, which choice did you write? Good. The correct choice is a ruler rubbed on the hair. A ruler rubbed on the hair will not produce what we call as current electricity, but it will give us static electricity. Let us look at the next question. It is like this. Which one of the following is not a use of current electricity? Which one of the following is not a use of current electricity? Choice A, operating electric appliances. Choice B, as a magnet. Choice C, ironing. Choice D, cooking. So, which answer did you write? Good. The correct answer is as a magnet. Current electricity cannot be used as a magnet. Learners, before we go to today's work, let us also talk about some other uses of current electricity that we talked about in the previous lesson. Can you name them? Good. We have cooling, so we can use current electricity like in the refrigerator to cool even the food, even warming food. We can use current electricity for lighting and many others. Let us now go to today's work, and I want you to look at the screen there. We are going to talk about simple electric circuit. And I want to look at the diagram there on the screen. What are you able to see in the screen? Very good. In the screen we have a dry cell. And I would want to draw your attention to the features of the dry cell that is on the screen there. So you need to know that a dry cell has got a positive terminal and a negative terminal. And I hope you are able to see that from the screen clearly. How many of you have ever seen a dry cell? Very good. So you people know these things. Let us look at the next one. What are you able to see? Good. From the screen, we have a bulb. And that bulb is labeled. So we are also going to talk about those parts of the bulb. A bulb has got that glass, that the car covering there. Then we have something inside that glass. We have a gas. Then we also have the tungsten filament. There is a filament there. I hope you are able to see that very well, learners. Very good. Once you have known all those, let us now look at a simple electric circuit. How we can make a simple electric circuit. And I want you to look at the screen very keenly. If you look at the screen, what are you able to see? Good learners. In the screen, we have a battery, we have a wire, and a bulb. And if you look at them, they are connected. And that bulb is producing light. I hope you are able to see. So, learners, when you want to make a simple electric circuit, then this is how you are supposed to connect your diagram. We have the positive terminal and the negative terminal. Remember, the wire is not supposed to be connected to the glass. And we'll talk about that one later on in the course of this lesson. Let us look at the next on the screen. What are you seeing? Okay, very good. From the screen, we have a sketch of electric circuit with a closed switch. When you want to make an electric circuit, we said you're supposed to have a bulb, supposed to have a source of electricity. And in our case, we have a dry cell there. So you can see we have a bulb, we also have switch, then we have the dry cell there. And I hope you are seeing the connection. That bulb is lighting. So in an electric circuit, we normally have what we call as a switch. If you switch that, if you switch the switch on, if you put it on, then the bulb will light if it is correctly connected. If you open the switch, the bulb will not light. Why do you think so? Good, learners. The bulb will not light because you will have disconnected the flow of current electricity. And in our previous lesson, I hope you remember that we said that current electricity is that electricity that flows or travels through the wires. So when you disconnect them, then there will be what we call as a disconnect, and electricity will not, there will be no complete flow of electricity, and that bulb will not light. But if you put that switch on, it will light because there will be complete flow of current electricity. I want you to look at the next on the screen. What are you able to see? Good. From the screen, we have a sketch of an electric circuit, but in this case, we have the switch opened. Our switch is now open. We have a dry cell, we have a bulb. What do you think will happen? Will this bulb light? Will it produce light? Good. This bulb will not produce light because the switch is open. So learners, what do I want you to know from the two diagrams? One is that when the switch is closed, the bulb will produce light. And when the switch is open, that bulb will not produce light. Let us look at the next on the screen. In the screen, we have a simple electric circuit with the wire from the dry cell connected to the glass of the bulb. And I hope you are seeing that wire. The wire from the negative terminal goes to the glass. Do you think it will light or it will produce light? Will it produce light? No. This bulb will not produce light because it is poorly connected. The wire from the negative terminal is supposed to be connected to the base of the bulb there. Let us look at the next one. We have a bulb connected to one dry cell. We have the wire from the negative terminal is connected to the base of the bulb. And I would want to ask you this question. Do you think that this bulb will produce light? Very good. This bulb will produce a bright light. And I would want you to compare it with the other ones that we are going to talk about. Let us look at the next one there. We have a bulb connected to two dry cells as opposed to the one that we have just seen. The one that we have just seen was connected to one dry cell. This one is connected to two dry cells. Do you think this bulb will produce light? Good. This bulb will produce a brighter light. That one which is more brighter than the one that we have just talked about, because it is having two dry cells which are connected in series. I want you to look at the next one. What are you able to see? Very good, learners. In the screen we have a wire, we have a bulb, and three dry cells, and they are connected. And you can see the wire from the bottom, that is the negative terminal, is connected to the base of the bulb. So, do you think it will produce light? Bravo! This bulb will produce the most or the brightest light because it has got three dry cells as compared to the other two that we have talked about. Remember, we are talking about three connections, where the first one we have a bulb connected to one bulb. The second one we have a bulb connected to two dry cells. The third one we have a bulb connected to three dry cells. So the brightness will continue as you continue adding the number of the dry cells. That is what I want you to know, that brightness will continue as you continue to add the number. The more you add the number of the dry cells, the more brighter the bulb will be. Learners, let us look at that diagram on the screen, the other one. So, what are you able to see there? Very good. From the screen, we have two bulbs, not two bulbs, but one bulb connected to two dry cells. But if we look at them, they are not connected well. We have the positive terminal is connected to a positive terminal. What do I want you to know from this diagram? Learners, if you connect a positive terminal to a positive terminal, like it is appearing on the screen there, then that bulb will produce no light. There will be no light. Let us look at the next. Again, I want you to look at the screen. What are you able to see there? Very good, learners. From the screen, we have two dry cells. Again, we have a bulb, we have a wire, and the connection there is poor. It is poorly connected because we have a negative terminal and a negative terminal of the dry cell facing each other. With the negative, the bulb will not produce light. Let us now look at an activity which I would want to leave you with, because I know that you are very good learners and you have mastered everything that I've talked about throughout this lesson. Let us read that extended activity. Let us read that question there in the extended activity. It is like this. Which one of the following bulbs will produce light? Again, which one of the following bulbs will produce light? Choice A, we have a bulb there with the negative terminal of the battery of the dry cell connected to the glass. Choice B, I hope you are also able to see choice C and choice D. I want you to go and study those connections and come up with the correct answer. So when I come for the next lesson, I should find you when you have done that work. Bye.